France has just made its biggest pitch yet to secure one of the world's largest fighter jet contracts. Paris has formally submitted its detailed proposal to India for 114 Rafale multi-role fighters, a deal worth an estimated 3.25 lakh crore rupees, or roughly 38 billion US dollars. But this is no longer just about selling aircraft. France is offering to build 94 of those jets inside India, transfer key technologies, integrate Indian-made weapons, and become a long-term partner in India's military modernization. If approved, this would be one of the largest defense industrial projects in India's history. And its impact would extend far beyond the Indian Air Force, reshaping South Asia's military balance, strengthening France's role in the Indo-Pacific, and accelerating India's ambition to become a global defense manufacturing power. The proposal comes after India issued a formal letter of request to France in May 2026. France has now responded through the government-to-government route, with Dassault Aviation submitting a comprehensive technical and commercial offer that is currently under evaluation by India's Ministry of Defense and the Indian Air Force. The numbers alone explain why the project has attracted global attention. The proposal covers 114 Rafale fighter aircraft, with 94 planned for production in India. French defense giants including Dassault Aviation, Safran, Thales, and MBDA are expected to cooperate with Indian aerospace companies for manufacturing, systems integration, and technology transfer. India already operates 36 Rafale fighters and has separately ordered 26 Rafale marine aircraft for its navy. If this new contract proceeds, the country's Rafale fleet would eventually exceed 170 aircraft, with future naval purchases potentially pushing that number beyond 200. The proposed program now enters a detailed phase of technical, operational, and commercial evaluation before negotiations move toward pricing, industrial arrangements, and final approval. The biggest story is not the aircraft, it is where they will be built. According to France's proposal, nearly 83% of the fleet, 94 out of 114 aircraft, would be manufactured in India. That transforms the project from an import contract into one of the country's largest aerospace industrial programs. For decades, India relied heavily on imported combat aircraft from Russia, France, Britain, and other suppliers. While those purchases strengthened military capability, they created long-term dependence on overseas supply chains for maintenance, spare parts, and upgrades. The Rafale proposal attempts to change that model. Manufacturing inside India means local companies would participate in airframe production, electronics, engineering, precision manufacturing, and component supply. Thousands of highly skilled jobs could emerge across India's aerospace sector, while domestic firms gain experience working alongside some of the world's leading defense manufacturers. The estimated business generated for Indian industry could approach 1.6 lakh crore rupees, creating opportunities far beyond the defense sector. But local production alone does not guarantee strategic independence. Technology matters even more. India's defense procurement strategy has evolved significantly over the past decade. Instead of simply buying finished platforms, New Delhi increasingly demands indigenous participation, technology transfer, and integration of locally developed systems. The Rafale proposal reflects that shift. Indian authorities will closely examine how much indigenous content can be incorporated into the aircraft. One important area involves integrating India's Astra Beyond Visual Range air-to-air missile, allowing the Rafale to employ domestically developed weapons alongside existing French systems. This approach offers multiple advantages. It reduces dependence on foreign ammunition supplies during crises. It strengthens India's domestic missile industry. It also gives the Indian Air Force greater flexibility to upgrade aircraft without relying entirely on overseas suppliers. Technology transfer extends beyond weapons. Working with companies such as Dassault, Safran, MBDA, and Thales gives Indian engineers exposure to advanced aerospace manufacturing, avionics integration, propulsion technologies, and precision production techniques. That experience could eventually support India's own future fighter programs, including the LCA Mark II and the Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft. But even those industrial benefits exist within a much larger strategic picture. The Indian Air Force currently faces a growing capability challenge. Older aircraft such as the MiG-21 have retired, while other aging fleets continue approaching the end of their operational lives. At the same time, both China and Pakistan continue modernizing their air forces with newer aircraft, long-range missiles, advanced sensors, and increasingly sophisticated electronic warfare capabilities. India needs additional fighters before indigenous programs reach full-scale production. The Rafale fills that gap. Its advanced radar, electronic warfare suite, long-range strike capability, and multi-role flexibility make it one of the world's most capable fourth-generation plus fighters. Expanding the fleet provides India with greater operational flexibility across both its western and northern frontiers. The deal also strengthens the strategic partnership between India and France. Unlike many defense suppliers, France has consistently demonstrated willingness to customize equipment, support local manufacturing, and pursue long-term industrial cooperation with India. That relationship now extends beyond fighter aircraft into submarines, helicopters, engines, space cooperation, and broader Indo-Pacific security. For Paris, this proposal represents more than commercial success. It reinforces France's position as one of India's most trusted strategic partners while expanding French influence across the Indo-Pacific at a time of growing competition among global powers. And that brings us to the broader implications. For India, approval of the Rafale proposal would strengthen military readiness while accelerating the Make in India initiative. The program combines immediate operational capability with long-term industrial development, reducing dependence on foreign imports over time. For France, the contract would rank among its largest defense export achievements, strengthening its aerospace industry while deepening political and military ties with one of the world's fastest-growing major powers. For South Asia, the expansion of India's Rafale fleet will inevitably influence regional military planning. Pakistan and China will closely monitor the aircraft's deployment, indigenous weapon integration, and future production capacity as they continue modernizing their own air forces. For the global defense industry, the proposal reflects a broader transformation. Major arms deals increasingly focus on co-production, technology transfer, industrial partnerships, and local manufacturing rather than simple exports. Countries increasingly want to build advanced systems at home instead of buying them outright. France's proposal is not simply an offer to sell 114 fighter jets, it is an offer to help build India's future aerospace industry, and the outcome could shape the balance of power in the Indo-Pacific for decades to come.